Theophilus, me Ade, Oti. My guest on Ahosepe in the different episode. This is about what you know. You watch your children come more. You know, it's the make here no mini episode. And I about your children come more. What Ahosepe in there now. Epi why you Juma baby. Meaning there not anymore as a reggae dance hall artist. Now so no. Back in day about a year or two ago. Was some high life song there. It was a talk of town. It was one of the biggest hits that year. Yeah, watch you on home come on. But before that, you know, maybe there is BBs are who are they? What friend them?
Vocal processor.
Vocal processor.
Yes.
Into no exercise.
It has different effects.
Okay. Try my microphone so when you feel of the American it's so beautiful.
Okay, so I don't know how to teach this because I feel I'm easy. But it has effects, so I can actually change my voice to. So this is my voice. This is my natural voice. Hello, 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 hello. Right. So I can sound like a kid. Hello, 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 hello. I can sound very deep. Hello, right? Okay. And then it also has something called the harmonies. Inti Ibia say I'm a penamo stager. I can actually get it to sound like people are backing me. As I said, so let's say this is my raw voice, right? Hi. Higher. Then I can even come more lower. You get it?
This who needs backing vocalist.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. No, a different one. Yeah, a different one. I know a different kakra.
Okay. Yes. There are a lot of people who know episodes.
Yes.
They knew so many details about you.
Yes.
You know, my young gets to know you first.
Intro myself.
Yes. Watch on myself. You know, and what was growing up like.
Okay, so I'm a firstborn of two. My father worked in the business space. He worked in the bank. My mommy has always been with music. Took one with traditional troupe, Kalifi Kakabo, Kalifi in Europe, Boy Bahin, and these are like local Ghanaian indigenous groups.
It's like dance songs?
Yes.
Okay.
A song like, let me see if I can remember one of my mother's songs. Aniagbabo, Danioya, eh. Aniagbabo, Danioya, eh. Blashile miwae Aniagbabo Bachoe, and these are like indigenous Ghanaian sound. So growing up, as I grew partly so kind, you know, Scrap City, Sorianopa, uti bang, spare parts now daddy. And but the family house was in Dansoman. So weekends we call grandma or go spend holidays till I moved to Dansoman. Went to Nkoko Secondary School, did visual arts. From Nkoko Secondary School, went to Ganata College of Arts, still did arts, degree in arts. For my honor, I got a scholarship to study arts in NIIT, but I didn't finish. What else can I say? Played football a bit, played basketball a bit. Was a poet in a certain time. I was in a drama club. But apart from music, I paint. So that's how come the name episode not by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's coming from the painting.
It's coming from all these things.
Okay.
Because then
there were so many episodes.
Exactly. Timisorano I feel like it's a new episode.
Your talent bag. Because anything talent is mentioned.
Yes. Like it's a curse to be that talented. Because pressure and so. And because of the standard you set for yourself, no, every time you're trying to, you know, perfect it. Every time you're trying to go beyond what you did last year, or your old creative pieces. But I think say everything that I've done is one way or the other, no, part of another thing that I do. You know, funny say, you know, let's take my music. When I write lyrics, I feel like I'm painting. That's how come.
Wow.
Yes, that's how come you listen to some songs and you can actually visualize the lyrics.
Okay.
When you listen to my songs, you would see that this is somebody who is quite different from the rest of them. And they say creatives are mad. Yes, it's true. From there, now even with my cover art, Martin, I'll manage. Fanti, no, they speak Fanti. Yeah, do. Into Oshe me art pieces are like even my cover arts. Is quite different from anybody's works, and then to even shooting my videos, which I play like 80% role. I direct most of my videos, the fashion line, I do everything. Until before I made Juma with somebody, I would give you like what I want to see.
Okay.
And sometimes I end up even editing the videos. You know, most of these ones you see, but me family didn't too, so because I feel like other people too deserve to be known in that space. But any of my videos now, who the ghost star, that is me.
Okay, you see, two personalities there.
Yes.
Music videos. Now I'm wild to who's in the ghost.
Yes.
You who the ghost to be, I still.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, now. You didn't talk about stage performances because of one of those.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
I'm sure that the whole of Ghana.
Oh, my that's.
But say episode full stage performance.
That's it.
BBR is well thought through.
Yes, because anything I try to do is scripted. Into any performance you see, I actually script it from, okay, stagey. Now the idea is which other artist is playing. That's the first thing I ask myself. Which audience are we performing to? Okay. What concept will send a message? Now I'm asking myself, say, me need the biggest song. But how do I get my name in the news after show? No? When the pundits sit down, when people are talking about the show, how do I get my name in there? So, okay, I'm a mini hit song. Okay, I don't have the biggest fan base. So why don't I capture them with my costume?
Okay.
You understand? And I may believe it's an artist's brand or longevity in the industry depends on performance. Personally, I stand to be corrected. That's how come I Oshe Beyonce's performance or Rihanna at Super Bowl. Or performer she did like 10 years ago, but it still sounds good. You know, so it's one of the things I really take, and I can't take all the credit. I big up my team for sometimes understanding
I'm sure,
crazy stuff that I think about. Yeah,
this is too big.
Exactly. But just like I'm saying, my assets record being like 2014 with a certain performance. People have already, just like you're saying, people have, when they hear episode is on the view, okay. So it means that I need to still, you know, double up with what I did in 2014. So every time, as I'm talking to you now, I have a book that I have stage concepts for performance, more than 50 in there. Into me not sure, I just look at the audience, I look at which stage, and then I just flip through. Okay, this will match. My sketch, a costume, I have the references to everything. And most of these things, props not that I know. I do them from home and I bring it to the event. So even the event organizers, they know that, okay, when they build this artist, it's less stressful because he will tend to handle everything, you know. So it's just a blessing that I'm one of those kind.
I'm sure it's not easy.
It's not.
So So now younger song far Atia.
Yes.
I think that Atia has made you a household name.
Yes.
And there were phone don't really listen to dance hall songs, and they all know episodes.
Yes.
How did that really impact on the band, that song?
I think that Atia has been a blessing, just like you said. Atia have a respect in life. You know, say, because I've done reggae and dance over the years, and sometimes because of people, the misconceptions people have about reggae and dance, I'm out for in certain ways.
Okay.
People even think, say, oh, we're a dropouts, I'm a ghetto boys and all of that. But actually, we speak for the youth. You understand? And Atiano, the original song was a reggae song.
Yeah.
You know, but the High Life took it to a different level. And I think, say, it only felt good to the people because I was singing what they have missed. You know, that old High Life vibe now I miss it for a very long time. That's how come it gelled with the industry very quick, and then it became a household song. So for me today, I'm really grateful that once in my life now I had been able to change the narrative.
Sure.
In a sense, in space, our space now, we are always scared. You true that I'm in my rap about 10 years. Maybe I started off as a singer, and I made some song which is really nice, and then I have to sing. But you should say, because people would want insult me, my fans would not take it, they would not love it. But for a dance or hardcore dancer artist to step out of that zone, say, okay, let me try High Life, and then it worked. And then after that, I've given them like back-to-back High Life tone songs.
Yeah.
I think it's cool for everybody to try, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mama, you stick to the status quo.
No.
Move out of that zone. Now you can be someone else.
Yes. No, feel free.
It can be a hit.
Exactly. What I say. Yeah.
Okay. So because of our High Life, how Ghanaians have missed that
sound
part of us.
Yes.
And it's very true.
Yeah.
I think that the first time I stumbled on that video on social media, I was like, what's the episode doing? So good.
Thank you.
It was just so good.
Thank
I have
you.
to be honest.
Thank you.
Now, Makade, Sisiano, there's a battle amongst South Africans, especially between Ghana and Nigeria. The Afrobeats, High Life Ghana, for say, we have Afrobeats, no, High Life now, no, no, watch on Mukaka. Someone I don't know. Me, I'm sure that's be brave. What's your take on that?
Well, I can't say much. All I can say is, I'm new. Okay. You know, when all these movements started, I don't think Sabia, my father didn't even met my mom, or my father was even born. But I can only speak for what I have learned, what I came to meet. Now, the question is, what happened to the songs or the catalogs or the artists who were doing our traditional music 5 decades ago before Afrobeats? Because Afrobeats, I stand to be corrected, around the 60s to 80s, or even the 80s, okay. Right? Fela around the 80s, right? So what happened to the 1920s when Ban Logo was being played around the seashore, when all these legends from FK Nyamone, from the Sichi High Life and all those things? It means we have an original source, but we always want to be different in a way, and we tend to lose the originality of what we do. We're easily to move on to the next thing. Oh, this is a Pi microphone which was done in 2021, but they have a new version. If the new version even doesn't sound quality like the one, because it's a new version, we'll jump onto that one. You understand? So for me now, I think that I said this somewhere, that High Life is the sound of the future. And recently I chanced on Oxlade, started he's now claiming that some of his songs are high life.
Okay.
That's sad. Yetihana Flavor is saying that he's high life king.
Yeah.
That's very disrespectful. You know, they have their high life. We respect that. But I think we influenced their sound. No disrespect to Flavor. But I feel say if it's saying high life king in Nigeria, then we accept it.
Okay.
But to say high life king, like African high life king, I don't know if he has said that yet. But in our space, I feel like, yeah, no, we've not even handed ourselves proper to be able to loud it up enough for the world to hear. We've not documented it enough. Unim F Kenya on reggae and dancehall. So if Stonebwoy is introduced on stage, yeah, Stonebwoy from Ghana, high life artist, no, but not too reggae. It doesn't connect.
That's American.
Right? Now, what we can do, suggestions that I feel like we can do, we need to start introducing some of these things in our daily music activities. How about we naming the biggest awards? The category, the biggest category on VGME. How about we naming it after a high life legend? In the ABA, Artist of the Year becomes Konimo Artist of the Year. Anybody reporting on it would find who Konimo is. And then that's another way of passing on their legacy. Do we have a space in Ghana where we say, okay, I'm going to listen to some of the records that were recorded in 1980 or 1920? Or can we even say, who is Konimo? Who is Jija Konimo? Who is Ampof? Who is E.T. Mensah? We've not documented it enough. Can we walk inside somewhere and say, oh, this is the costume that episode wore VGMA 2019? And I do those things because any attire march from 2014 for performance till today, well, I still have them.
Nasi abona killed the soul Osman Watudenka, government or international tours na assemblies na artists na.
Definitely. Yes. There is I happened to meet one of Zimbabwe's legend, your friend Oliver Tukumzi. That man had close to like over 68 albums. And he became the nation's asset. So anytime Zimbabwe is called around the world, goes on a governmental space to perform. That's another way of selling their culture, selling their sound, and even their local instruments. As I say, we have so many of these kinds here. Imagine, say, Samini, or Stone, or even these old ones that we have, the legends who are still alive, get the opportunity to travel, not necessarily the president, but on national assignments, that everywhere that the Ghanaian national anthem is played, Wayala will be there to perform a traditional version of it. That's like a new thing. You get me? So I think it really makes sense, because once budgets are allocated the creative space, some of these things has to happen.
But before I make donation,
yes. Yes, it was two different villages back when we finished in Kakra. So first one, I fed them with food, like I shared what I had with them. But no, just deprived community.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Aboitiano, the information I got was it was one of the first schools around Volta in that side during the pre-colonial days. But they don't even have a JSS block. They don't even have a library. You know, and the school can boast of 3 computers. I know no crack keyboard and count.
Wow.
You know, and they only teach the kids in books. This is keyboard, this is mouse, this is this. And it's not the first time I'm here. Big up Johnila. Johnila is one of the people who always does that, like every month. He has a project called School Support. So sometimes even some of the villages, your mom will clean water, you know. So I went there this weekend, spent time with them, with the kids, gave them books, gave them stationaries, pencils, this. And then shared drinks for them, water, toiletries, and then, you know, I was actually asking what they want, because and then they be an books and drinks. And then they said, like, one of the priorities they really want is a library. And I'm asking myself, how can I help these kids? You know, so yeah, you know, it made me cry that these are basic things that I call him just a big old drink, and he's very happy because he hasn't had that like so many months, you know. And this is just like 3 CDs or 2 CD or something like that, you know. So yeah, it's something I do, like almost every month or 2, but I never engage the media. Okay. Yeah, I need to involve people. Yes, so but we'll still say it. Anybody who has books or a source of books, or any way you want to help with learning materials, it could be, you know, maybe anything to help the kids grow. You know, even there are toys and stuff that are in form of educational materials. If you guys can reach out to us and then support us, it could be through my social media, Episode Music, and then let's try and help these kids. Even with the computer lab, you know, I'm also looking at that, but I want to start from somewhere first. So big up. And I maybe the NGO and I just named it Make Them Smile, because you know, when you share these things with them, I'm on the air. So I beg you guys, if you have anything to help with, just reach out on my social media, Episode Music, and then I will be very glad to extend these to the kids. Thank you very much.
Okay, Abby, God bless you.
God bless you too. Amen.
Also, very necessary. A lot of people need help.
Amen.
So we need more people like you.
Amen.
God
bless Johnila.
Okay.
Yes.
And thank you. So there might be an opportunity to talk to you.
Yeah. Oh, we will. Me feature.
Miss you be brave. Why be feature? But so high said I see and what's the bar again, but that's a papa there and more church and come on, Monsieur, and never be brave. Me a shop had a was so cool, but some more care, don't stick to the status quo. Say, if you let the edge you move, they put my something different. Maybe you should be machine, in fact. Just make the move. You never know if you have no chance. I want our lights to shine the most into know. Make the most out of it. Episode now, I'm going to train more in the Mizuno, the Fantido president for the Brothers and Sisters Association. CCRZ Macron, Yamia Duma, or China,